NewsWatch 12 has been following an officer-involved shooting that took place in Grants Pass over the weekend that left one woman dead. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 5. I'm Samantha Cadera. NewsWatch 12's Grace Ritz is live where that shooting happened. Grace, what updates do you have for us?
Yeah, thank you, Sam. I'm here just next to Grants Pass Parkway Bridge, where right behind me, a woman was shot and killed in an officer-involved shooting Saturday afternoon. Earlier this weekend, we showed you footage of that shooting, but we did receive a new angle from another witness that was right where I am standing, as well as some more information on the victim, Alicia Shelton.
What does he have in his hand? I think he's got a gun. Yeah, he's got a gun in his hand, I think.
According to an Oregon State Police news release at roughly 12:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, Grants Pass police responded to the Parkway Bridge after multiple reports of a woman in the roadway firing a handgun.
She's pointing it at him. Get down.
Get down. Get down. Lay down. You got lay down.
Lay down.
After repeated commands to drop the weapon, the woman, later identified as Alicia Shelton, pointed the firearm at officers. The officers fired their weapons and struck Shelton.
Get down, get down, get down.
Officers began performing CPR before she was transported to Three Rivers Medical Center, where she was pronounced deceased. ODOT had closures of Grants Pass Parkway between Parkdale Drive and OR 99 for more than 5 hours while crews investigated. The involved officers have been placed on paid leave while Oregon State Police investigates. I did do some digging into who Alicia Shelton was and found that she did have a pretty extensive criminal history dating back to 1999 with 45 recorded counts. She did also make a Facebook post on her public Facebook page just hours before the shooting with what many are calling a concerning rant about drugs and harassment. Oregon State Police said that the Josephine District Attorney will be giving out more updates, so I did reach out to him, but I have not heard back yet. This is still a developing investigation, and we will update you both on our newscasts and on our website with more information. Reporting live in Grants Pass, I'm Grace Ritz.
Grace, thank you. We're also following up on the case of a former Grants Pass employee who was arrested on multiple felony sex crimes involving a child. James Conway was sentenced to 81 months in prison and was ordered to register as a sex offender. He was arrested in June of last year and later pleaded guilty to 3 felony counts. At the time of his arrest, Conway worked as an economic development specialist for the city of Grants Pass. He was also placed on administrative leave. Now, that plea deal was part of a global deal that dismisses 17 additional charges. Grants Pass Police Department and the Drug Enforcement Administration have been working to counter local drug activity, leading to a major drug bust over the weekend. Police say their DEA task force officer seized about 40 pounds of methamphetamine Saturday. Assisting agencies include the Grants Pass Police, SWAT Quick Response Team, and the Rogue Area Drug Enforcement Team, and Oregon State Police. Police ask anyone with information on local drug activity to report it to authorities. The Oregon Humane Society recently helped rescue dozens of dogs and cats from suspected neglect in Christmas Valley. Lake County Sheriff's Office asked Oregon Humane Society to help remove 17 dogs and 6 cats from a property. Staff found 1 puppy in critical condition and recovered 3 deceased puppies. The rescue dogs are not yet available for adoption. Mount Shasta officially suspending operations today as snow coverage continues to shrink. Right now we're taking a live look out at the ski park where you can see just patches of snow at the base of the mountain. But relief may be on the way as snow is in our forecast, so let's turn it over to Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Some areas saw quite a bit of snow this weekend, right?
Yeah, it wasn't all bad news. Mount Shasta Ski Park, yeah, we had mostly rain and you can see there was not a lot of snow on the ground, but Crater Lake picking up over a foot of snow over the weekend. The current snow depth 35 inches, but still well below the average. We have a lot of work to do to build back up the snowpack, but it was really nice to see the rain this weekend. We definitely needed it across the region. Highest precipitation amounts as expected on the west side, especially into Curry and Josephine County. 2.45 inches in Gold Beach, over 2 inches in Cave Junction. We picked up over an inch of rainfall in Medford, and then lighter totals as you head down into Northern California. California and the east side, but still beneficial moisture for much of our region. Here's a look at current road conditions. We did get some snow on our Cascade passes. Roads were awfully dicey last night and then into this morning. Just some icy spots and slushy spots. So just be aware of that tonight. We will get pretty cold tonight, so any wet roads will freeze through our higher elevations. But out there now, right now 50 degrees in Medford. It's 41 in Klamath Falls, 44 degrees in Wairika. Clouds starting to go back on the increase. Higher level clouds streaming into the region. This is going to continue tonight. Some areas of fog will be possible in our west side valleys, but there is some more rain and snow in our forecast as we head on through the next couple of days. This storm system will bring some wet weather to the region, going to be more favored for precipitation in Northern California and the east side. Take a look at our ski area snowfall forecast. 3 to 6 inches coming to the Mount Shasta Ski Park over the next couple of days. At least a few inches possible at Warner Canyon. Not going to get much for Mount Ashland. We did pick up 5 inches of snow though over the weekend, and it does look very encouraging though beyond this storm system for this weekend to get some good snow up in our higher elevations, some lower snow levels with the weekend system. In the meantime, tonight we should stay dry across the region. Tomorrow, as we head into the afternoon, areas of rain and higher elevation snow pushing into portions of the region. We'll take a closer look at your Tuesday forecast, what to expect with this next round of some wet weather. And of course, we'll look towards the weekend with Valentine's Day in the forecast. It's all coming up.
With tonight's colder temperatures, the city of Ashland is opening 2 shelters for community members in need of a safe space to sleep. Doors are now open at both 2200 Ashland Street and at Opportunities for Housing Resources and Assistance. Space is limited and available on a first-come, first-served basis. Doors will close and lights are out at 10 p.m. Oregon is seeing a surge in evictions, with advocates linking the rise to cuts in eviction prevention funding. The Oregon Law Center says over 2,700 families faced eviction in court this January. They say that's the highest number in 5 years. It could be correlated to the legislator putting prevention measures.
Oregonians are struggling to stay stably housed when wages aren't keeping pace with rent increases. People are facing eviction. Our safety nets, including eviction prevention, are being underfunded.
Strauss adds that preventing evictions costs much less than helping families after they lose their homes. The Medford Public Arts Section Committee is calling for artists to design a new mural in downtown Medford. The committee says artists from Jackson and Josephine counties can submit proposals for a mural on the Bartlett Middle Ford parking garage. The theme is Connection, and the mural will cover 4 panels. The deadline for proposals is April 12th, with installation set to finish by the end of September. For many people experiencing homelessness, their pets are their family, and keeping them healthy isn't always easy. That's where a local volunteer group steps in, offering free veterinary care and support. NewsWatch 12's Grace Ritz tells us about the Rogue Valley Street Dogs and the larger coalition with more than 60 teams across the country.
A lot of us that really, want to help people, an underserved community, who's with their pets more than somebody that's homeless, nobody.
Every month, the Rogue Valley team with the Street Dog Coalition provides free veterinarian care for pets of people experiencing homelessness.
We start with microchips, and then they come through the veterinary area where we provide basic vet care as well as vaccines. And then they'll go over, they'll get flea and tick product. We do heartworm tests. They'll get flea and tick product. We have a tent set up for cats. We're not just for dogs. Then they can get nail trims if they need. They will get their rabies certificates.
The Street Dog Coalition is part of a national network of more than 60 teams across the country, all made up of volunteers focused on serving marginalized communities.
It kind of took off. So they got a second one in Colorado, and then people started hearing about it, and they started setting up teams, most of them in larger cities. So, Chicago and New York. And slowly but surely, people were getting the word, and they just set up in many places.
While waiting for their pet to be seen, people can enjoy a hot meal or drink and connect with outreach services offering essentials like bedding, leashes, food, and blankets for their dogs or cats. Dr. Klein, the lead veterinarian for the Rogue Valley Street Dog team, says those who get this care keep coming back.
And we had a gentleman that came and his dog was sick, and so we helped him out. And then the next year he came and he said, you know, you saved my dog last year. And you know, he said, saving my dog saved me, because he said if Samson had died, I wouldn't be here.
Through trust, collaboration, and activism, the team has built lasting relationships with people and their pets.
You know, we value everybody here and their pets, and you know, we want to be here for people that need us, and you know, we really abide by that philosophy. We love both ends of the leash.
Reporting in Medford, I'm Grace Ritz.
A closer look at the Rogue Valley Street Dogs Coalition and how to get involved can be found on kittyrv.com. Looking ahead to this May, the Central Point Wild Rogue Pro Rodeo is returning to the Jackson County Expo, bringing 3 nights of rodeo action. Each night will honor different parts of our community, including first responders and veterans. The rodeo is also home to the only 100-point bull ride in history. More details on the rodeo and how to purchase tickets can be found on our website.